Well, here we are, the class of 2020. You did it. You made it. You should definitely feel proud, um, because you know you've worked very hard to reach this point in your life, and it's this year is not what you expected it to be. I can promise you that right now. It wasn't what you expected it would be. You didn't expect the whole world to be locked down in a quarantine and half of your summer vacation, where you could have been seeing friends to be taken away just like that. I'm going to assume that is not what you guys had in mind when you envisioned your graduation year. Well, and coming from experience, I just all the summer camps that I was going to be going to got canceled as well, so I definitely can understand this the summer depression, 2020 depression, if you would. Now, this is not where I'm going with this whole thing, so just to let y'all know, I'm not saying that you should feel continue to feel depressed or anything, but it's definitely like one of those things where we're getting a lot of special recognition from this year from the world pretty much because we never got that chance in the first place. And to those of you out there that you might this is not what you guys expected it to be. It's definitely important to continue to hang on, and while we might not be able to be hanging out with some of our closest friends this summer, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't doubt ourselves or anything like that. It's one of those things where if you let it affect you too much, it can definitely bring you down. And I myself am not too happy with the way that this year turned out either. It had a very good outlook. I had well, let's see, because I had what did I have? Okay, yeah. So let me just. I'm gonna talk about myself for a little bit. So I mean, oh hey, look what I found. Anyways, I'm gonna be talking a little bit about how this has been affecting me personally. So I mean, I know I know the video is titled "To the Class of 2020," and I'm gonna be honest. I improvise a lot when I do commentaries. I don't have any like specific script planned out. I just was never like that. I didn't. I mean, I like planning things out, right? But I like also to be some for there to be like flexibility in plans and whatnot, if that makes sense. But that's just me. It's not really that important. But anyways, so it was really good. I'm gonna go on a little bit about sports. I know some of you don't really care for sports, but it was really fun seeing our football team make it as far as they did because they had played hard, worked hard to get to that moment for several years, and it was actually my entire lifetime that they had made it that far against the same two competitors. And then they lost in the AFC Championship. I know some of you have seen my community post, so you guys knew who I'm talking about. That hit hard, and I had never watched football before. I watched them beat the wild card. I watched them win that game, but aside from that, I just never really cared for it that much until I until my family dragged me into watching one of those games. That's when I started giving a care about it, and it just was really symbolic because it just shows that like if you're willing to really put in the work, you can pretty much achieve anything that you want. And that day, I know, it's hard to make anything, but that story is amazing because they went from like one of the like a really bad team to like they're shocking the world at what they're capable of, and that's me. That's something that I aspire to do as a 2020 graduate. I really do wish to shock people, like because I just don't want to be seen as like a nobody, not be recognized. And again, I got recognition because I went to a church prom, and I was able to get some recognition there, and I feel really sorry for all the other. If you guys like again, for those of you who never got that, I'm really sorry. You guys have worked your butts off these past few years, and your life is not meaningless. Um, you guys have so much to offer in this world, and again, I know it's refreshing to see friends again, and I'm glad some of you are gonna be able to see friends again this year at some point or another. But the outlook of 2020 was looking good. because I had come home from a summer camp, or not a summer camp. I had come home from a winter camp at the start, and then of course there was school, but I signed up for a strength and conditioning class, so I was, I mean, I like to work out. It makes me feel good. I like doing that, but that was also cut short when the whole COVID started. And it was fun because, like I said, I was doing something that I liked. It helped me think clear. It helped me feel like a better person. I was doing better in school. I was starting to enjoy school. I was starting to, socialize with people there at school for once. I wasn't, I just wanted to start talking to people. Like even if I didn't really know them, I wanted to start to get to know people. Oh, hello. Um, yeah, this server I can't get stuff back if I die, so might want to be careful about that. But let's see, one, two. Um, where was I? Okay, yeah, working out, and I was starting to talk with people, and it's spread. You spread the good news only so far until it's time to stop. I guess it was just time to stop right then. You know, um, I'm Christian beliefs. I won't preach about that, but that's just my personal belief. But I mean, I never got too attached to high school. The last time I really remember, and no offense if any of you guys are watching this, but like the last time I really remember like enjoying school. Actually, no, I take that back. I was enjoying school, but the last time I really felt like I could go up and talk to anybody was probably elementary school or fifth grade, and that's when it really changed. Was fifth grade because it's just a mess. Like I can't. The world's a mess. I can't really talk about that as thoroughly as I can other things because it's always on the move. We're always changing, and it's just sad, like seeing some people that you've grown up with just do some of the things that they do now because you knew them when you were younger, and then seeing what habits they might have picked up. It's just really sad to see them go down that road. So, and but it goes on. We thrive. I would definitely say that like this we have the potential to be a very strong symbolic people if you will, like I mean regarding hello, regarding just like handling quarantine and you know not okay. So my outlook of 2020, I it was going well. I turned 18. I was legally an adult, and I was getting recognized for that by a lot of friends. It felt fabulous, actually. I was very happy about that. Because when I turned 18, like most of my friends knew that I was 18. There were a few that just didn't acknowledge me, which I will say, like if you're watching this and if you just didn't, I was pretty sad. Not gonna lie, I can't lie about that. Whether if he chose to, wish me like condolences, or not, it was sad. I won't lie. And to those who did, I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you. And for those who just didn't know, then just I'm not mad at y'all. I'm not even mad. It just kind of stung a little bit, but I appreciate you guys. I always do. These years of because my parents went back and like rewatched like videos of when I was a little kid, and it really just made me feel complete on who I was. And I looked at a picture of my birth mother. I am an adopted person, so I'm not just I'm not I don't really know. I do feel blessed about that. I definitely do. That's one of my biggest blessings. I consider it to be, anyways. So first, I'm gonna run into this fellow up here. Yep. Anyways, I really, I'm gonna miss some aspects of it. I really will, truly, because there was a lot of good. There were a lot of good and a lot of bad things that happened throughout these years. And again, Some years I really wish that I had applied myself better, but at the same time, I had fallen into a really, 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 really deep depression when I was 14 years old because I had had a very, very crap year in school that year, and I had a very crap summer, and I just, it was bad, and I didn't really like the outlook on what life was at that point because it was just kind of pointless to me. Like I didn't really know where I was going. I knew it was leading to somewhere, but I just didn't know at that point. It just kind of sucked at that point. I didn't have like an appreciation for much. And again, it was looking good. That summer was really looking good, but I had missed out being like again. I had a terrible year and I had a terrible previous summer, and we were on our way. I was gonna try to meet up with my best friend on the way. And if you're watching this, by the way, hey, how you doing? um, it definitely just struck me hard that that I just couldn't do anything right at that point. It was crap because I was really looking forward to seeing them again, and just not being able to do it. And because I had several friends prior, like I've had several best friends in elementary school, but because we would always be put in separate classes, we would grow apart and we would not talk to each other ever again after that, after those years. And I pretty much fell into a depression because of that, because I was afraid that it was gonna kind of lead into that thing, which thankfully it didn't. Hopefully, it never will. Don't fall. That would be not good. But oh crap, I forgot I placed those there for a reason. But I just didn't. I just didn't really care for much at that point. Like when I started high school, I just didn't really care. Uh, And high school is important. It's important to learn things. I'm not here to preach about how education is the number one important thing in life because it's one of the most important things you'll need down the road, but it's definitely not number one. Like I don't agree with all this statewide testing and crap and everything like that because it just kind of ruined the whole school experience about teaching the way that you wanted to do things or just doing the way you wanted to do things in general. I'm sorry. Oh hello, how you doing, buddy? But I just didn't care. And 2014, I had a really fun summer that year. I had like one of the best summers of my life because that's when I first met my best friend and a lot of other people who would help me down the road. I would find out some of them have gone, some have stayed, and I really do miss the ones that have gone because there's some that I really wish that we could have, again. Thankfully, my best friend wasn't one of those, and I feel like I've had to. If you're watching this, I feel like I've had to keep that from happening a lot because I just don't want to. I'm just I just have this fear of being alone, missing out, and all this other crap, and I just didn't want us to grow apart, but we definitely did for a while, and that really scared me because I just and this goes for most of my friends. You all just keep me going on bad days. Like you all really keep me going, and it's really reassuring to hear back from you after a while. And I really get sad whenever we depart because I know that it's like unlike in person, we're not always available for each other all the time when we might most need each other, and that's what's really scary about it. And you know, this year again, it was looking good. I was gonna get built. Okay. I'm gonna start. I sounded narcissistic, but I was looking forward to just working out. Just getting built up. I mean, bulking up and whatnot. Because again, I just ever since I started, like I can't not doing it feels weird. But my gym got closed too, so I couldn't go there. The gym got closed, not my gym. It's the gym. But um, there's a lot of seniors who don't get recognition. I wouldn't say that more people deserve it. More people deserve it more than others, but there are some where it's just like, you know, you might want to, shock people, surprise people, yes, but if that's your lifetime goal, I mean, that's a sad life. I mean, don't revolve your life around just recognition. It's nice to have it, but don't revolve your life around it because it's definitely unhealthy if you want to be popular all the time in life. And and it's just not a fun ride if that happens. From experience, I should know. I've always like there are some people that I've wanted to impress that I will never get the chance to. Maybe I will now, but again, like that's exactly why you shouldn't revolve your life around that because it's just sad when you don't get that chance like this year. But the ones who I was recognized by, I again, I can't rationalize with not being recognized because I already was. And I'm not saying that to be a narcissist. I'm saying that because I can never like I don't know. I mean, I don't really think it's that fair to be honest. And that's just me being humble about it. I mean, I guess I don't know. But I was going to we had several like church events that we were going to be having. Like there was going to be a camp out that we were going to have, and then a young adult weekend I was going to be going to for the first time, and that would have been helpful because I just discovering like the truth and whatnot. And again, I'm not trying to get preachy. Like if you are atheist or whatever, you're not Christian, then just don't take offense to this. Like I'm not bashing your guys' religion. I'm not here to start some more or anything like that. But it was going to be a good experience. And then I had a concert that I was going to be going. Or wait, no, I had the rest of the senior year to get through, and then I had graduation that I was going to do, which is coming up in a little bit. But I had graduation I was going to be able to get to do, and that would have been good because again, it's just being recognized. And again, when I said don't revolve your life around it. I mean like yes, I'm just saying like it's a nice addition that would have been added. And again, now the whole world is recognizing us, coming from a class of 2020 citizen. And again, that would have been good, the recognition. And then as for a senior gift, I had bought tickets, 2 tickets. I was gonna go with my cousin. We were gonna go watch Five Finger Death Punch, Papa Roach, Ivor Vale, and Ice Nine Kills all perform. It was gonna probably be like a 4 hour, 5 hour performance, but that would have been awesome. Even though I'm really prone to loud noises, I mean, I would have been willing to put myself out of the into the bear's cage for a little bit, and just hang around for a little while longer, and just see what it is. I would have brought earplugs and whatnot and sunglasses, so I wouldn't have gone deaf, and maybe some soundproof headphones over that, because I'm very prone to loud noise. I don't like it. But that would have been dope. Nonetheless, I would have freaking loved it, but it didn't happen. Because it's just not fair, you know? But that's life. It's not always going to go the way you want it, you know? It was a good outlook. It was a really good outlook. It was going to be one of the best things in my life, I guarantee you right now. Or it could have been one of the worst. I will never know now. Because the concert got rescheduled in the time that I can't be there. I'm still upset about that. And you can't really make up for missed concerts except maybe for rocking out with friends if you're lucky enough to get them there. Lucky enough to have them around. But with this whole COVID thing, I'm not so sure that'll happen. Hopefully it will. And the places are starting to reopen up, and there's some normalcy that's starting to take place, which I'm just thankful to God for altogether because I just hated waking up and just doing online school, and it just was exhausting. I didn't like it. I hated it. I didn't like the way lifestyle was being at that point. I just hated it. So, but it's all said and done. I'm on summer now, and there's a lot of pressure on me to get like a job and get a freaking job and apply to freaking college. I'm not ready for it. Mentally, I'm not ready for it. I know I get it. I get the response that I'm strong a lot, and I get that. Yeah, And for those of you who don't know, I still struggle from symptoms of depression. Like it's not a phase. It's never a freaking phase. And if you say if it's a phase because you freaking make it, don't freaking do that because it's just not. You can do crap about it overnight. I know I've tried it, but again, it's not a phase. Like it comes up, and if, for those of you out there who have it, I'm being serious. Like it's not a phase. And again, you can do things about it too. Don't get me wrong. You can always do things about it too, and it can be an overnight thing. Again, it's been that way sometimes for me. Like I've had bad nights, and I've just prayed to God overnight. Help me, and I'll listen to something, and then something will spark in me, and I'll just do crap about it, and it works. It sucks that it has to be that way sometimes, but sometimes that's just the way it is, and it's a good feeling too. Because then you realize, you've accomplished something, even though nobody was around to actually see it. You still accomplished it. Like no person was around to see it. I'm sorry, but it works, and it can be the best experiences of your life. But after that concert, I had a preaching camp that I was going to be staffing at, seeing some good buddies of mine. I I did get, like I said, I did get that one event. Actually, I'll go back to that. And then I had two teen camps. One of them I was going to staff at because it's like at 18, it's like the last year you can be a camper at these camps. I was going to staff at the first one because I just decided at that camp that I was done. And at the second one, that was originally going to be my last year as a camper, but no surprise, all of the camps are canceled this year. None of them are happening. None of the teen ones, anyways. So that's gone, and it's definitely upsetting because there were people that I was really wanting to meet and just reestablish like where we left off at, like reestablish some friendships and just bond, get to know each other better. Because in college, I can't do this alone. I can't. If any of you guys are watching this out there, and if you know me personally, I can't do this alone. I need y'all. Of course, again, I know God's here with me, but God gives us friends, each other friends for a reason. It's so we can help push each other and encourage each other. Not push each other, but encourage each other when in moments like that. I can't make college alone. I'm gonna need y'all. I'm being direct about that. I'm gonna need y'all. I'm gonna need everybody, because I can't do it alone. I can't do college alone. It just won't happen. And not seeing y'all again is it's gonna be a bummer because this marks 13 years I haven't been to a summer camp. So I was 5 the last time I didn't go to one. So, but I was gonna do that, and it was looking to be a really good summer. Talking to friends, and just hanging out, looking forward to seeing each other. But that's all. That's all down the toilet now, and that's happening. I was planning on getting. I was gonna do some more volunteer hours this year too for school and for like the whole promise scholarship thing or promise. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I was gonna get those hours in, but that's not happening. I was gonna get a job too, but I might hold off that a little longer because I just don't really know where I am. But that's part of the reason why I'm making this video, in hopes that it might reach out to some of y'all, because I know that I'm not the only one who feels this way. And again, some of I think this to myself sometimes. We're nothing special. I mean, it's just recognition. We graduated. We move on in life. But apparently that's not the case because we're just getting recognition all around the world, and I appreciate that. I hope the next class after hours has a better year and better outlook than we did because we sure as heck didn't. It was looking good, but it didn't come to pass. I have a lot of hope for 2021. Where did I leave my crafting table? My crafting table. Oh dang it. Oh well. I just wish that it could have happened because again, I, it's just summer camp's the highlight of my year. One of the highlights of my year. It's just, I, I just, you can't even put it to words. Like you actually have to, like you have to experience it. Like it's just, they had made like a promotional video for this year too, for like all of the teams, and it's not happening. But at least last year happened though. And the one event that did happen, which I'm thankful to God that it happened, was there was a church prom that I was able to go to and see a lot of good friends of mine, and I'm just ever so grateful that that happened because I was just really happy to see him also. And this is again, I was going to be seeing my best friend more than I ever had in my life this year because we used to be able to only see each other once a year. That's another thing why I slipped into depression so badly, was because it was a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's probably does that opportunity probably isn't going to rise again. Maybe with luck it will. Maybe with prayer it will, but it's probably not going to. And I can't get that back. Like there's no getting that back. And there were just so many things that went wrong. But I guess that's part of my development, right? That's part of our development is depression. It can be used to make you a stronger person. I'm just getting it out right now. It sucked. I hated it. But to the class of 2020, you guys are not meaningless. You guys put in the work. You guys put in the work from day one. And it's not fair to y'all if we don't recognize you guys for what you did. You are amazing people. You guys have so much to offer, and some of y'all might not care. You guys have so much to offer, and some of y'all don't realize it just yet. Maybe you will one day, I hope. But there's so much. If you guys affect so many people's lives, it's not even about school anymore. It's literally just about being recognized for who you are and what you've done in your life. It's not even about school. Like, it's not about that. It is not about that. It's about you. Oh, look what I found. And you guys are appreciated by so many people in this world. And you mean so much. Even if you guys don't really talk to each other, you guys mean so much. And again, we're gonna stand out. We stand out. Like we stand out right now. I stand out, dang. Dang it. But there's I just really wanna say, we love you. We love you guys. You guys are loved. And take advantage of that. Take advantage of this recognition. Take advantage of all of it because it might not ever come ever again. Take advantage of it all. You guys are loved. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys are talented. I don't care what anybody thinks or what you've been through in life. You have meaning. You have something to offer in this world that God gave you. God gave you some. God gave each. Maybe that's why God made us different, so we can inspire each other. But a lot of people don't do that and like brag about themselves and are narcissistic about it because they think that they're the ones who are special. But in truth, they're not. No one's special on this earth. We're not special because we're the well, I guess we sort of are, but we weren't special to begin with because we're the freaking class of 2020. We aren't special because of that. We're more. I guess like we'll get more recognition now, but it's just like recognition, all of that. Forget it. Let it come to you. Let it come to you. If that's your goal, then just forget it because it's gonna come to you. Hopefully, but just let it come. Don't expect anything about that. Just let it come to you. Let everything come to you. Don't expect anything else. Don't like if you have a plan, just forget it. Like just don't let it come to you. Because sometimes what comes to you is the most unexpected and most amazing thing that can happen to you. Now I'm not saying don't plan anything out. Like that's not what I'm saying. But Again, you can also there's also planning things and also having a good outcome too. There's also that too. Don't get me wrong. You can always plan things and have a great outlook. And sometimes it goes the way you want it. And I'm really proud of y'all. As a 2020 graduate, I'm really proud of y'all. You guys have worn the scars of this crap that this year's gotten. This year's been a mess, but you guys wear the scars of it, and you guys will wear it forever. And I'm proud of y'all. I really am. There's no one on this earth that shouldn't be proud of you. We love you. I love you. Just kind of waiting for this thing to break. Oh, there it goes. All right. Well, I just again, I wish I could tell y'all this. I wish I could tell people this in person, and I wish I could see some people again in person because you guys really do make the difference. This next class is gonna get recognition again, and it's not fair to us. The one before us did, and this next one will, and they're gonna take advantage of it. I'm just happy that everybody feels kind of the same way about this whole thing, about how they're sorry about how it didn't go the way we wanted it to, the way we expected it to, because it was looking good, and it's all down the toilet. There's no getting it back, but we can still do things about it this summer, hopefully. Hopefully, you guys have some event plans where you guys can spend time with each other. I didn't get a graduation party. I don't have hardly any friends in school. I was starting to, but that was halted. I used to, but I never got a graduation party. I'm gonna even get the graduation ceremony, but I never. All my friends, they live out of state. Most of them do. Some don't. Some are nearby. To those who are nearby, I love y'all. I just wish that we could see more people often. And again, I was gonna see my best friend because he was gonna possibly be at the preaching camp I was gonna be at staffing, and then he was possibly gonna be there, and I was gonna be seeing him at. Well, I was gonna be seeing him at another church prom too. So I was gonna be seeing him. I would have seen him 5 times this year because There's an event in the winter that we can see each other at, and now it's gonna be one of the longest periods that we can't see each other again in like years. I was gonna be seeing him up there in the other church prom, the preaching camp, the teen camp, and then the winter event. But now that's not happening, and that was a one-time thing too. So that's not just that's seeing him is not an everyday thing. And a little bit more personal, but every time I see him, every time I see you, if you're watching this, I hug you tight for a reason, man. Like I don't just. Sometimes I hug you. Sometimes I do hug you and make it quick if there's like if there's people around. But if there's not, I hug you tight. Like I hug you tight because I just don't know when the next time we'll be seeing each other is, and I'm glad that we do. I'm glad that we hug each other tight, and I hope that the same can be said for a lot of you who have friends as well that you aren't going to be seeing. Like next time you see them, hug them tight because you don't know when you're going to be seeing them again. I make sure to hug them. I make sure to hug my friends or my friend. What the heck is happening? Oh well, here we go. Hug them tight. It's worth it because when in days like where I feel lonely, I replay those moments in my head. Whenever I'm having a bad day, or whenever I feel like I need some comfort or whatever, I definitely replay those moments in my head because hugs are the greatest, friends are the greatest. Well, that sucks, but Again, you guys are amazing, creative people, and don't lose hope because we don't know what's going to happen next. We're getting recognition, but once everything is opened back up, we don't know what's going to happen with us. We might get some recognition, maybe not, but I love y'all. I love y'all. I love my friends. I love my family. I love you guys so much. And this YouTube community, I mean, you guys might even give a flying flip about what I'm posting. I don't know if you guys have made it this far, but um, it's just amazing how it all works. You know, the last time I couldn't go to where the last time a summer camp was canceled, that was where it was my last time being a camper was at a preteen camp way back when in 2014, and that began a new chapter in my life because I went to a teen camp for the first time. And then there was something else. Oh yeah, and then also there was another summer camp a few years back that we were all going to be going the next year, where a lot of people were going to be going, and it got canceled. But maybe that's right. It's the thing. 2019 was one of the best years I think I've ever lived in my life. 2017 was good too. 2018 was okay, but 2019 especially was good. It was a really good year. But I think I'm gonna wind the clock down and get this video uploaded. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again to the class of 2020. I love y'all.